Today we are answering the question, why don't caregivers get the information they need? Whether it is about health or specific tasks or just general information about caregiving for which there is no real life training, unfortunately, until you're in that situation. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please hit the share button on this video. Share it with other people in caregiving situations or even taking care of themselves who are looking for hope, help, and support. There are a lot of barriers out there if you haven't noticed yet, or if you haven't run into it yet, about seeking information when you are a caregiver or when you're trying to learn how to care for yourself, your health, your children, parents, other people. And it doesn't result from the fact that the information isn't out there. It is, but it's where you go to find that information. So as individuals in all aspects of life, not just caregiving, we all have what I call knowledge gaps, learning gaps, opportunity gaps. It's the space between having the information that we need over here and actually knowing what to do with the information, how to evaluate the information, whether it's valid or not, and how to use it. There's so much information out there everywhere. If you're watching this video, you probably found me through a search on the internet. But the problem is, especially in caregiving, there's a lot of generic information which caregivers tell me really isn't helpful. I have been a caregiving expert for more than 20 years in the role of care manager, court-appointed guardian, medical financial power of attorney, personal representative of the estate, and trustee. I have helped thousands of caregivers and been in so many situations that caregivers will come to me and they'll say, well, Pamela, I bet you've never heard about this. And I say, well, I can tell you I probably have because I've been in that situation myself for my clients, helping my clients. So let me give you an example of why caregivers don't get the information they need to give you some context, because context is important in every caregiving decision that you make. So let's say that you go to your primary care doctor and they say, oh, well, you should do this or do that. And they're expecting that you understand what that means. So let's say that your doctor says, oh, you need to lose weight, stop smoking, watch the amount of carbohydrates you're eating, your fats, your sugar. You need to just watch all this stuff. And the doctor assumes that you know what he or she is telling you. But they don't really tell you about the consequences of why you need to do all this. For example, if you have high blood pressure, you're more likely to have a stroke and heart disease and possibly even dementia later in life. So they tell you this one little bit of information over here, but they don't tell you the short and the long-term consequences over here. So you blow it off. You don't think it's important. It's not the information that you need to hear up here when it really is. Weight loss. Why do you need to lose weight? Well, you may have bad knees. It eventually may result in a bad back from being overweight. And then you have arthritis and you break something and you need surgery. And when you're older, you can't get around as well. You're struggling to walk. You're struggling to do activities of daily living. So all of these things are important, and it means that you as the caregiver have to be that advocate for yourself to seek information. I'll give you another example. Caregivers say, well, I put my mom in assisted living and all of a sudden they had to move over to memory care, but they didn't tell me why. Or my parent is in a nursing home and wow, I never knew all these things. Well, it's not up to the communities to educate you. They have enough to do just trying to run their businesses and do what they do, that it is really up to you to seek information, to find people who have experiences like myself, to be able to educate you so that you have the information that you need to make the decisions not only today that are going to affect you 20, 30, or 40 years into the future, but to make decisions for aging parents today about how to pay for care, where care should be provided, who should be that caregiver, and all of the financial and legal aspects related to caregiving. I'm Pamela D Wilson. Please share this video with other people you know looking for hope, help, and support. Check out my website. It is PamelaDWilson.com. There is a lot of helpful information there for caregivers and aging adults. I'll see you again soon in another video.